Good morning, everyone. Virgo here. It is August 12th, 2020. Well, I have a really interesting comment that was left here. And this particular comment was actually left on a video that was done to update the Delaware County call that I made to the clerk with regards to Sharon Tracy Gale. That was done several months ago, but it always amazes me some of the comments that I actually receive from the Moors that follow Sharon. This particular party by the name of Fayztim1 left this comment, which I found to be just full of projection. I think you guys will probably be able to see what I'm talking about. So Faye says, "Why you bunch of Caucasians always into others' business?" Apparently Faye doesn't agree that you should expose a con artist or someone who's stealing lots of money from other people and even possibly getting them thrown behind bars by giving them bad information. She also clearly has no idea who she's talking to because, obviously, as we've talked about many times on this channel, I'm not a Caucasian. Regardless, her statement goes on to say, based on karmic debt, it's just a matter of time until you cease to exist. All right, that sounds a bit threatening, but we'll go on. Clean yourself. Okay. You're like a roaming virus, mimicking human beings for your own survival. Well, I found this to be particularly perplexing, and the main reason that I did is because she makes a statement of being like a roaming virus that's mimicking human beings for your own survival. But the truth is, you're mimicking who you believe to be a human being for what you believe to be your own survival. You're parroting Sharon Tracy Gale. And by the way, I rarely see comments filled with so much racism that I can barely stomach reading them, like this one. To reach perfection, you first have to be human, and principles come with it. So I'm assuming that you have principles that tell you that you can judge others, that you can make claims of who they are or what they are without even knowing them, and that you for some reason believe that you're above everyone else. Holier than thou, huh? It's just a matter of time until the rest of us wake up and start cleaning themselves. So you're talking about people who need to be clean and righteous to some extent, and yet you haven't even dealt with yourself. Well, that's very clear, because who you're backing up here is a total and complete con artist. But I see that Faye likes to back lots of con artists. We'll move on to that in just a moment. She says, it's just a matter of time until the rest of us wake up and start cleaning themselves and getting rid of all the viruses. You people disgust me. You have no class, always pointing their fingers at others for the shit you doing, you savages. Wow. I almost could have called that a hit with the savages thing. But I'm going to guess that this is a millennial, because they love the word savages. They love to go around calling people savages. I know, because I have a child who was a millennial, and she used the word savage all the time. The world don't need you, so you need to go back to the Caucasus Mountain where you belong. What's so sad about this situation here is this person sounds so incredibly ignorant in an absolute attempt to try to do as much personal damage as possible to anybody who reads this comment that's in the comment section. All of the Caucasians, as she calls us. The funny thing is, she has absolutely no clue what she's talking about. She's parroting people like Light Tajiri, Taj Tariq, and Sharon Tracy Gale, We all know where that ended Sharon up. Regardless, this is a person, sadly, that is filled with absolute hate. Not just hate for others, but hate for themselves. No one who loves themselves would bother to put such trash out there. This comment is what lacks class. This comment is what lacks maturity. And this comment is what is inhumane. I would like to show you who it is that Faye is actually listening to as she goes on about her life in an attempt to try to do as much damage as she possibly can. Let's take a look. So here we are over on Faye's channel. You can see that Faye has 1 subscriber and only 1 upload of a 5G GPS 4K drone with dual cameras. And there's a 3-minute and 32-second video that will give you an idea of what that specific drone will do. Now, I don't actually know whether Faye is a girl or a boy, but I'm calling it a she because I'm using the name Faye. I want you to take a look at the subscriptions that she has here. So first, of course, we have Sharon Tracy Gale, the Moorish American Consulate. And then if you keep looking, you'll see some other people. Rise of the Moors. Like Tajiri Bey. Mark Christopher, one of the biggest con artists on YouTube. We haven't even gotten to him in the areas that I have done history of the Sovsits on. But Mark Christopher, he's really up there at the top. I mean, like up there in the Winston Shrout area. Seriously. Then we have Azir, the Duke of Tears. We all know a little bit about him. He actually believes that he is worthy of wearing headdresses. And as we go on, we see even more from young Pharaoh here. So we're dealing with someone who follows the Moors pretty faithfully, it appears. And we're dealing with somebody who obviously has total and complete disdain for anyone who has actual facts. At least facts that are, well, totally debunking what they call facts. That would be the absolute definition of alternative facts. Anyway, I feel sorry for Faye. And the reason I feel sorry for them is because, as I said, it can't be nice living inside of a body that you despise. Whether it's the inside or the outside or both. Anyone who speaks in the manner that Faye is in this comment is clearly a very unhappy person. And when they find out that all of the information that actually is being provided to them by people like Tajiri Bey, like young Pharaoh, like Rise of the Moors, is all a lie, these are the people that those individuals will need to fear. I certainly hope that Faye is prepared, because the time is coming soon that these individuals will be exposed for exactly what they are. And all of you that decided to write nasty notes to this non-Caucasian will have to retract everything you said. And although I will probably never see it, I will finally be relieved that all of you are not being hoodwinked any further.